Ladies and gentlemen, the members of the Order of the Golden Heart.
You've been a gifted leader since your undergraduate days and immediately translated your abilities to volunteering after graduation. The chapters and volunteers you supported noticed early on that you led others with confidence and experience far beyond your years. You created housing campaigns that bolstered chapters for years to come. You always seemed to understand the big picture, and you were quickly tasked with leading larger projects, taking on the role of a district governor, director of SigEp National Housing, the National Board of Directors, and the SigEp Educational Foundation. As you took on new leadership challenges within SigEp, you also grew professionally, leading the dramatic growth of a worldwide business and later founding a second company whose value would grow in excess of $1 billion. In both your career and in your volunteer efforts, you were setting an example for young leaders in our chapters. You often encouraged our young brothers to seek out their own challenges in life, to find ways to build their mettle and gain experience that will prove invaluable over time. Leadership is clearly a passion of yours, a passion that has been fueled and fanned by your own SigEp mentors and peers. It was this passion that inspired you to lead one of the greatest innovations in SigEp history, the creation of the Ruck Leadership Institute. Ruck, named for your mentor and friend, Frank Ruck, the program you helped found has given brothers a chance to exercise their leadership skills, to challenge the status quo, and to one day develop their own innovations on campus and in their careers and in their communities. In the 20 years since Ruck's founding, thousands of brothers have learned timeless leadership lessons that have not only changed their lives, but also led them to impact the lives of countless others. With the consistency and commitment of a true leader, you continue to return to Ruck as a faculty member to challenge and guide SigEp's most talented leaders. And in celebration of Ruck's anniversary, you once again invested in tomorrow's leaders by inspiring past scholars to pay it forward. Yes, you have accomplished a lot, but I want to be certain that everyone knows that it hasn't always been easy. There have been some speed bumps along the way. You have been faced with dissension, disagreement, and disappointment. Now, some brothers would have taken their ball and gone home, but not you. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. And you, my brother, are tough. Brother, you are a leader, a SigEp innovator who is worthy of being followed. You have revolutionized chapters. You've instilled life-changing growth in our brothers. You have helped pave the future of our brotherhood. You are not merely one who has walked with giants. You are a giant who has lifted generations of brothers onto your shoulders. Today, we add your name to your heroes, Billy Phillips, Kurt Carlson, and yes, Frank Ruck. Because today we name you Brother Jay Hurt, a member of the Order of the Golden Heart.
For years, I've been told that when I stand up at a conclave or at a SigEp event that I'm supposed to smile. Staff would have to remind me that I need to smile. Most of the time, I look like when I sit in the audience listening to Steve Hofstetter tell a Texas joke. I don't smile at all. But I will tell you, I need no reason not to smile tonight. So I thank you. I didn't expect this. So I'm truly honored and humbled. I'd like to speak, if I can, personally tonight to the undergraduates in the room. And I'd like to challenge you with 2 words. 1, responsibility. And the second is opportunity. In SigEp, we like to talk about the lifetime responsibility of brotherhood. And none of us should take that lightly. To my young undergraduate brothers, you do indeed have a responsibility, not just to our organization, but to yourselves, to become the best person, the best leader, the best balanced man that you can possibly be. And I truly believe, and it's why I've become and remained so involved for so many years, that more than any other organization that I've ever been involved in, Sigma Phi Epsilon gives you, our young undergraduate brothers, that responsibility and that ability to develop as balanced men. So take that responsibility seriously. But I also want to challenge you that you also have a lifetime opportunity of brotherhood. One of the greatest things in my life has been my involvement in Sigma Phi Epsilon. But interestingly, when I joined SigEp, I would have never imagined, when I sat down with my mentor and the only member of the Order of Golden Heart from NC Epsilon, Frank Ruck, well, I guess until now, Frank Ruck, who sat down with a young freshman and challenged me to think about life after SigEp, as he called it. And I questioned, I said, what do you mean by that? And he goes, you're going to be on this earth much longer than your undergraduate years. There's a whole world out there ahead of you after you graduate. My young brothers, that's the opportunity. You have a lifetime opportunity within SigEp that I hope you take advantage of. For me personally, there are countless individuals that have been mentors, friends, and brothers along the way. I can't thank them enough, and they mean so very, very much to me. They modeled the way for me, and I hope that in some small way, I'm returning the favor. I'd like to close, if I may, by something I learned a while back that's influenced my involvement and my commitment to Sigma Phi Epsilon for many years. There's an ancient Athenian oath that young sons of Athenian citizens were asked to take as they entered a military academy in ancient Athens in their process of becoming Athenian citizens themselves. And I'd like to paraphrase that oath tonight. I will never bring disgrace to this, our fraternity, by any act of dishonesty or cowardice. I will fight for the ideals of this, our fraternity, both alone and with many. I will revere and obey our cardinal principles. I will strive to quicken our sense of duty to each other and to our communities. Thus, in all these ways, I will transmit our fraternity greater, better, stronger, prouder, and more beautiful than it was transmitted to me. That is my commitment to my beloved fraternity, and that is my commitment to each of you as brothers here tonight. I thank you, and I'm honored beyond belief. Thank you.